The Africa Cup of Nations updates brought to you by official update sponsors Total, Bell Lager and GoTV. Glad to have your company on NTV Sport from wherever you're watching. I am Khamadi. We are coming to you from Port Gentil here in Gabon thanks to our official sponsors Total Uganda, Bell Lager and GoTV. Now, not long is left before Uganda face four-time champions Ghana in both sides opening match of the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations. There is a readiness about both sides who are raring to go. Let's watch how the final Cranes training session panned out. Tomorrow's match will take place at Stade de Port Gentil. My colleague Robert Madoi has been finding out what fueled the 20,000-seater stadium and our reports.
The 2017 Africa Cup of Nations or AFCON finals makes a layover in the unprepossessing Gabonese seaport of Port Gentil tomorrow. The oil-rich seaport skyline may be stripped down with imposing buildings absent and oil rigs omnipresent. But if there is anything that is soft on the eye, then it's this footballing cathedral.
This stadium strikes one as a picturesque work of art. Like pretty much anything today, it has a Made in China label. It was commissioned last year in October and seats a maximum of 20,000 fans.
After oil prospecting began in 1931, Gabon has gone on to pump and export the black gold onto the international market. It reached its oil peak in 1997, and although there are concerns over the resource being in terminal decline, dividends are still being reaped. Uganda, which struck oil in 2006, could borrow a leaf from the 2017 AFCON hosts who cannot be accused of not investing in sport. For now, though, Cranes fans who intend to make their presence felt in Stade de Port Gentil are hoping for a fairy tale result against Ghana's Black Stars tomorrow.
And the mission that brought us here is not only to be seen as a team from Uganda, but also to defend the recent achievement of being the best team in Africa and also having the best goalkeeper in Africa. And I'm sure so many people will come to see which is that team called the Cranes.
Game tomorrow, Uganda is going to win the game. We are going to win the game because our players, they work hard.
The match, which is a repeat of the 1978 AFCON final, kicks off at 7 p.m. East African time. Robert Madoi for NTV Sport in Port Gentil.
Now, we earlier watched the Cranes camp and found that there is a buoyant mood despite regulars Khalid Aucho and Murshid Juko being suspended for the match and Dennis Iguma struggling with an injury. On his part, Avram Grant will have a full squad from which to pick. The Israeli and his captain Asamoah Gyan caused such a stir after fielding questions at today's press conference. Well, that's all from us today in proud association with our official sponsors, Total in Uganda, Bell Lager, and GoTV. Do join us tomorrow as we build up and review what will have happened in Uganda's match against Ghana. From myself and the team, goodbye. The Africa Cup of Nations updates brought to you by official update sponsors Total, Bell Lager, and GoTV.